Yes, so I'm on live online. I'll catch you later.
Mate, yeah, good one.
And welcome, oops, and welcome. We are with DRSL. This is indeed our second race in the current season, which is season 3 for this year in 2021. Well, this is race 2, and this is in St. Croix C. No, it's not. I tell a lie. It's also Maggiore East. So there you go. Well, at least they were supposed to be racing the east track. But anyway, we have Alex in first, who also started off in pole position as usual. I just missed the right at the start, which is typical of me. Sorry guys for doing that, but they kind of start without me really. Never mind me. So very shameful of them, I think, quite frankly. But nevertheless, Alex is first, followed by Lionessi in the bluey purpley kind of 180 SX. Everyone is in a Nissan 180 SX. And they're trying their best, obviously, to win the race. But since everybody's in an equal powered car, everyone essentially has an equal chance of winning, or in some losing, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. Well, we had Flapjack on number 3, Cusker is 4th as we see it, MS2 Fast for You is in 5th. We have a challenge between 6th and 7th between 250 GTO and Mr. Sean. Ayrton Senna trying to get a look in. Well, we are travelling with Senna. Let's have a look at what Senna's trying to do. Let's just check out a different view, which I can't do right now, so give me a second and I'll be right with you. It's very slow at the moment, so unfortunately that's the way it is. So we travel with Senna at the moment. Well, he's clearly overtaken Cusker, 250 GTO and Mr. Sean, so that's fantastic. Well, he's done very, very good at that point. So bravo to Senna there. So these three kind of locked together at the moment. Who's going to... Oh, I think Senna goes super, super wide there. Unbelievable. And look at this. Oh, dear fishtails. Senna, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And Senna goes flying off. That was so unfortunate, but I think Mr. Sean is doing the right thing and actually waiting for Senna. However, he is in 12th position, so Senna will have to be waiting. Mr. Sean will have to be waiting until he's overtaken by Senna. So that was really, really unfortunate, but as it happened, Senna got fished out of to last place. Really, really unfortunate for Senna and Mr. Sean, as it turns out. So that wasn't too good. and of course they've lost the momentum and the slipstream of the pack, so they're going to find it increasingly hard to catch up, especially with these guys in tier 1, because they're not going to wait or make many mistakes, I can tell you. So onward we go. Well, in 10th, as we see it, we have John William Egan with the driver's room plate on it, license plate. Excellent work. So you don't want to go too wild with these cars, because if you do, they'll start sliding, and that means losing time. Got to be very, very careful of what you actually do. Well, we have Cartman, who's trying to overtake Muller at this point in the Castrol livery 180 SX, and goes around on the inside, makes it stick. Great pass. And Muller is still on, well, it will be on the outside of the first corner. So who will gonna make it? I think Muller sensibly hangs back. If we have a look at Muller now, unfortunately he's got a 1 second penalty, but not quite sure why that was. What that was from, but he's still on it, and with any luck he could catch up some places, but right now there's some certain space, some gaps between each individual player leading up to the top. So Flapjack and Too Fast View is obviously there's slipstream available, but they're not really close enough to overtake unless someone makes a drastic accident, and quite frankly nobody really wants that, to be honest. Well, there's Lionessi, who's right next to Alex, who's in first. That's pretty good. As we look back from Lioness's car, well, obviously nobody, well, people so much in the distance that you don't really need to worry about, quite frankly. And Alex being very defensive on the corners. Obviously he doesn't want Lionessi to slip in on the inside, so he's been very cautious about it. Well, as we look a bit further back, well, we've got Cusker, Too Fast and Flapjack, all 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively, and obviously Flapjack wants to get past, but these cars have a habit of understeering, so unfortunately that's exactly what Flapjack did, and he's opened up a little bit more of a gap between himself and Too Fast. Well, we look back and everyone seems to have a really large, very large gap between them, apart from John William Megan, who's on the tail of Cartman Reviser. Not sure what that said yet. Okay, Cartman. Let's just Cartman. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, so as things stand at the moment, let's have a look at 10th position. Well, Muller has a chance of actually overtaking here, I mean, there's only half a second left from his previous penalty. Obviously he needs to overtake, but it's going to be a little bit tricky because the two in front are desperate to gain as much speed as possible. That was a bit of a dodgy corner there, Muller, but just do your best, do your best. Well, look back and see Senna and Mr. Sean. Well, admittedly, Senna has managed to catch up some of the guys, so that's got to be a good thing. But all the same, it's going to take him, you know, almost all the race. Well, I'd say another, you know, 6 or 7 laps for him to catch up. But unfortunately, Muller has spun out as we saw it, and I'm not sure what happened. I think he must have hit the grass and then ended up spinning off the track. So it's pretty unfortunate for Muller now that he's in 12th, or aka last. Well, he'll get a penalty right there for going off the track, so that's going to be unfortunate. There you go, exceeding track limits. Oops, 1.5 second penalty. That's not very good. I think Muller's kind of given up trying here, but we'll see as time goes on. Well, with Alex in first, he seems to be running away with it here. Mind you, with Lionessy on his tail, pardon the pun. And Koska a good over 4 seconds behind Lionessy. You know, it's just between these two at the front, really. So all should be okay. However, you do need a lot of speed to overtake Alex in front. As I've heard, he's a rather quick driver. So, if you haven't subscribed at all, please subscribe and help me out, because it really does help me out. Please like and subscribe to the video, subscribe to me, and I will get back to you. Any personal questions about the race or the channel, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So please don't forget, like the video and subscribe if you think you like to, and don't forget the little bell button, so you won't miss another stream from me. But right now we're looking at Lionessy. He seems to be doing pretty good, but he's staying in second, so that's pretty solid stuff, really. Well, we're going to have a look back to Mr. Sean and Senna. Well, obviously they do need to catch up with John William Megan, but they have managed to see some bodywork, but unfortunately Senna's got another penalty on top of the one he'd already had, so it could be a while. It could be a while. Well, with Mr. Sean hot on the tail of Senna, I think they're both actually helping each other out here. because they really need to. Well, Mr. Sean seems to be doing really well, keeping up with Senna. Senna tends to be making mistakes here and there, which not going to improve his lap times. Right, there's another penalty. Well, let's go from the back, shall we? Well, we have Muller, who's 8.3 seconds behind Senna, which is unfortunate. Senna, we have, and Senna, and look at this on the overtake. Will Mr. Sean do it? And they're side by side, would you believe it? Side by side. And let's see if we can take an onboard view. No, it won't let us do that. So, well, as it would have it, Senna managed to retake the lead, and now Mr. Sean's gone in front yet again because Senna ended up going wide, unfortunately for him. So it's a little bit unfortunate. Well, if you're new to the channel, this is the Drivers Room channel. I am one of the hosts, I am one of the drivers, and I also stream live videos from the Drivers Room, or representing the Drivers Room that these races are from. So if you need to be any part of the Drivers Room, don't forget to contact me whatsoever, and I will put you in touch with the relevant people, send you a link, and it will allow you to join the Drivers Room. Let me know first, or I can't send you the link. As for John William Megan, well, he's trying, clearly, but trying, but he's doing his best to catch up Cartman, but they've been at loggerheads for a little bit now, so it should be quite interesting later on in the race, perhaps, when the tyre wear goes down, and then it will get quite interesting. Well, we have EFA Racing on the tail of 250 GTO, who's in the Minolta livery car. Flapjack, well, is trying to catch up, not too fast, but having a little issue with the understeer, because it does have a Flapjack. I don't know what's quite what's happening there. Well, bad connection maybe. However, too fast, and Kuska will be fighting out for third. So that's interesting. Lionessy obviously losing a bit of time from Alex here in first position. Well, Lionessy goes wide. Will that be a penalty? My guess is it will be, and it is. Half a second penalty. That's pretty unfortunate, really. However, half a second is not a lot to get rid of on this track, to be honest. We'll have to see, I guess, won't we? And we're off again. Well, Kuska third, too fast. Fourth, he's some of these are mighty interesting liveries, I must admit. Mighty interesting. Well, we've just under 10 minutes to go in this race, so this should be quite interesting. Jack in 5th position. I can't see him really changing there, because just over 5 seconds in front, 7.3 seconds behind. With going on the grass is not going to help the tyre wear all the time. EFA Racing again on the grass. You should really stay off the grass on this track, ideally, because it will slow you down. Well, with Mr. Sean putting a lot of space now between himself and Senna, I think actually, under the circumstances, that was a really, really good recovery. But he certainly hasn't got enough space and enough time to at least get to a respectable position, which is 4th or 5th. I mean, that would be ideal for him, but as luck would have it, even if he's fast enough, he just hasn't got enough time. So that's really unfortunate, but then again, it is a good recovery from him because of the mistake from Senna. So it just so happens to be like that sometimes, which is a little bit unfortunate again, but what can you do? Well, 250 GTO is trying to catch EFA Racing. It's really determined, looks really, really determined here. Well, unfortunately, I think Muller has pulled out. Unfortunately, John William Egan obviously going down to 11th. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but a little tussle with Muller, no doubt. And Muller has ended up pulling out, unfortunately. But we have Senna in 10th position, Mr. Sean in 9th, who seems to be doing very well at the moment. Cartman, a bit of a surprise because I've not heard much from him, don't know much about him, but he seems to be doing quite well. His flag says he's from the Ukraine. Going to be interesting, with incidentally his livery being also blue and yellow, so it's quite fun. Well, with 250 GTO, he's trying to desperately catch up EFA Racing. These two have been at it for quite a few laps now, with Jack by himself. Has been for quite a while yet. Too fast, obviously, is really trying to pressure Kusker into making a mistake, but will Kusker actually make a mistake, make an error, and allow Too Fast View to pass? I mean, at least that's the plan. Will Kusker falter? Will he fall under pressure? That's the key. So these two desperately battling it out. With Lionessy in 2nd position. And a good over 5 seconds. Ahead is Alex, who incidentally started in pole position and currently is in first position and has been all the way through the race, so no change there. Good stuff, Alex. But as for Too Fast For You and Kuska, well, it seems that they're battling, and maybe, just maybe, Too Fast For You can actually put some pressure on Kuska to make a mistake. I'm sure that's what he's hoping, but will Kuska falter? And that's the thing, will he falter? Really, really close here. So obviously let's have a look from another view from Too Fast For You's view. Right, well, he's not too close at the moment. There's a good corner by Too Fast For You. All he needs now is another couple of good corners. Slide into turn 1. Carefully does it on turn 3. 4, drifting, turn 4, turn 5, yep, easy, coming out, and not too great coming out of turn 5, so he's still got to look at what's going on. Okay, well, on turn 6, he's cruising at the moment, but can he actually overtake Kuska? Because basically time will be running out, and we've just got just over 2 minutes left of the race, so essentially who will win out of these guys? I wouldn't like to make my bets, but I would say Kuska, but that's probably only because he's ahead right now. So while this is all happening, we have Flapjack on it by himself, on his own, by himself, all alone. And EFA Racing, again, all alone. 250 GTO is just by himself at the moment, but if we can catch EFA Racing, that's going to be a good thing. However, there's not much time left. No one behind him at the moment because, well, they're miles away, quite frankly. Cartman Revisor. Mr. Sean, who incidentally, just if you don't know, Mr. Sean was actually fishtailed off by Senna on lap 2, so that was a little bit unfortunate, I must admit. So yeah, bit of a shame, that one, but you know, they were in position 6th and 7th, I think, respectively, but unfortunately, sorry, 7th and 8th, been told, and unfortunately they never kept the positions, so they went down to 11th and 12th. We have had a person drop out, unfortunately, which was Muller, just so you know, and now there are 11 competitors. Finished with Alex finishing the line, followed by Kuska, followed by Too Fast You, Jack, who's some way behind, obviously, crosses the line in 5th position. Well done, Jack, getting rid of the penalty, or at least trying to. EFA Racing finishes in 6th. GTO finishes in 7th. Bit of a battle here. Cartman finishes in 8th. Sean finishes in 9th, with Senna quite a while back in 10th position, and even further back is well he's a bit unfortunate there, is John William Megan, and he will take up 11th position. So in short, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and subscribe to my channel, and like the video if you think it's worth liking. Make sure you hit that bell button so you don't miss any videos. I'm a representative from the driver's room, and if you have any questions or you fancy driving driver's room, I can send you a link and it will give you access to our private chat. And John William Megan crosses the line. There you go, finally. 180 SX Type X. So, and there you go. There's a race for you. So, thank you to Alex, who incidentally hosted the room for today, which was very good. He's also the victor. Fantastic. Good for him. Good racing by Alex. So thank you very much. I will say goodbye now, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and like the video if you think it's worth liking. Other than that, I will say goodbye and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.